Mother? Mother?
Ed? Oh, Ed. Ed, you're really here. I can really believe it's true. I was so hard not being able to touch you for 2 whole years. I talked you through that stupid screen. I'm so good to have your arms around me again.
Where's my mother?
They'll be here any minute. And she was so happy when she got your letter. You should have seen us dancing around like a couple of crazy women. You're so skinny, Ed. Did they feed you in that place? They didn't mistreat you, did they? When he let you home for your father's funeral, how could people be so heartless?
When I got in this morning, I expected to find my mother there. She wasn't at home.
Well, he didn't say when you'd be arriving.
From your letters, I got the impression she's seeing a lot of Virgil.
Well, we work together.
I don't mean here. Was she out with him all day?
I don't know. Listen, Ed, you're going to have to try and not be so bitter. You're going to find that things have changed a little bit and you can't let it get to you. You're a free man. Life can be whatever you want it to be.
That's true, and things really have changed.
Listen, I'm making really good money here and soon you will be too. And we can... Well, I saw this really beautiful house out by Pine Lake. It's brick and it's surrounded by lots of shady trees. And it's for sale, Ed. Let's go look at it first thing in the morning after work. It'd be so wonderful if we could start off our new life together in that house.
You haven't changed. Still so full of life.
You are my life.
I know. Edward. Oh, my son. Oh, glory be to God. Oh, what a glorious day that you were delivered to us unharmed. Oh.
Good to have you back, Edward.
Glad to be here.
Yeah.
I just wish I could have seen my father one last time.
I know, honey. Well, he's with the angels now, and he's much better off, really. I know he is.
Still, there are things I would have liked to say to him.
I know.
Well, Ed, there's only one way to work yourself out of depression, and that's with good, hard work.
Yes.
Have you thought about what you'd like to do?
Well, you know, your father and I, we always dreamed of having you work alongside of us, and well, now that you have a criminal record, well, not many people in town will hire you. So.
I was ready to work right now.
Oh, good.
Wait a minute, you two. Let the boy speak for himself.
Yeah, I'd like to give it a shot.
Oh, good, honey. Oh, good.
Well, okay, why don't you two get to work and let me get him squared away here.
All right, now you just listen to Virgil, you hear? Because he's a friend.
Oh, June, there's a big spot in your hallway over by the locker. I don't know what it is, paint or ink or something.
Okay, I'll get it.
Oh, and Emma, there's a lot of mud in the library, so you're really going to have to vacuum tonight, so don't spend too much time on the rest of your section.
Okay, I'll hurry.
Yeah, but do a good job. I mean, hurrying's fine, but you still got to do a good job. Well, Ed, why don't you have a seat there and I'll get you a form to fill out.
All right.
So you want to be a custodian, huh?
Yeah.
Tell me, you know what the word custodian means?
Do I know what it means?
This is Webster's 7th Collegiate Dictionary. Page 205. Look it up, please. Find it?
Wait a minute.
Find it?
Yeah.
Good. Read it out loud, please.
Custodian. One that guards and protects or maintains. One entrusted with guarding and keeping property or records or with custody or guardianship of prisoners or inmates.
Guards and protects. Guards and protects. Isn't that what the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force, and the Marines do? Guard and protect? Isn't that what the FBI and the CIA do? Guard and protect? And when you get right down to it, isn't that what the President of the United States does? Guards and protects? Doesn't that make the President of the United States head custodian of America?
I never looked at it that way before.
Well, think about it. Whenever somebody calls you a janitor, and they will, believe me, you just look them straight in the eye and say, "Pardon me, but I am a custodian." And you show them what it says in there.
You mean I have to carry this big book around with me?
No, of course not. They got what they call a pocket-sized edition. Fits right in your pocket, see?
Couldn't I just copy it down on a scrap of paper and carry it in my wallet?
Yeah. Yeah, you could do that, I suppose. Wouldn't look as official, though. You see, Ed, it's not going to be real easy following in your old man's footsteps. I mean, because I've been a custodian a long time, and I've seen him come and I've seen him go, and I'll tell you one thing. Your old man was one of the greats. You want to know what made him great? I'll tell you what made him great. What made him great is he did his job to the best of his ability and minded his own business. I mean, he was a true professional, a custodian's custodian, and we shall never see his like again.
All I can say is I'll do my best.
Well, that's all any foreman can ask, Ed. But Ed, I'd like to be more than just a foreman to you. You know, I mean, as time goes by, I'd like for you to think of me as kind of a second father. Well, tell you what, why don't you finish filling out that form and maybe have a cup of coffee, and when you're ready, come find me and start training you, okay?
Thanks.
Oh. Welcome aboard, Ed.
Thanks.
Welcome aboard.
Thanks. Second father to me. My father's been dead less than 3 months, and already my mother's hooked up with this moron. This is the same woman I've known all my life. I should have stayed in prison. At least there, things never change.
Edward.
Who's that?
Edward, listen to me.
Father? Father, is that you? It can't be.
Listen to me. My soul is in torment. Listen to me because I don't have much time. Soon my spirit will pass on to another plane where the rates are much higher.
Speak to me, speak to me.
I did not die of natural causes as you were led to believe. I was murdered.
Murdered. I knew it. I could feel it in my bones. Tell me who did it.
The man who was just talking to you.
Virgil. I knew it. Tell me why he did it.
Ambition and lust. With me out of the way, he could be foreman and have my wife at his side.
No.
He poisoned my coffee with some kind of exotic drug that leaves no trace in the body. A little bit each day until gradually my heart grew weak and failed. I died without confession, without redemption, without knowing who won the playoffs.
We lost, Father. What should I do? Tell me.
Your mother is innocent. Leave her to heaven. But as for Virgil,
Yes, Father.
kick his ass.
I will. I swear it. I'll make him pay for this.
You talking to?
Avenge me.
Can't you hear him?
Hear who?
Avenge me.
Him!
What are you talking about? I don't hear anybody.
You don't?
No. Hey, have you been drinking?
She can't hear him. Only I can hear him, or did I really?
What is the matter with you?
I guess I'm just a little tired. Mother, listen to me.
What?
How did Father die?
Well, honey, I wrote you in the letters it was his heart. Why?
Mother, why you sing Virgil?
I was all alone when your father died, and I didn't have anybody, and he was there, and he tried to cheer me up. Well, you know how I hate to be alone.
Virgil, wouldn't it be better to be alone?
What do you have against Virgil?
The man is a serious contender for village idiot.
That man is going to give you a job, and that's a lot more than anybody else in this town will do.
What do you mean? There are people in this town that would hire me.
Honey, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but in this whole county there is only one other person who you can call friend. That is June. Face it, darling, you were a rotten kid.
All right. I get the point.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it was my fault. I mean, maybe I didn't love you enough. Maybe we made a mistake in raising you. But the point of it is that you have had 2 long years to think about your life. And now, with the Lord's help, maybe you can make something out of it. You know, I think that we should kneel down together, and I think we should pray.
That's okay, Mother.
No, come on. It'll only take a minute. Come
Mother,
on.
listen, it's all right. Listen, what you say is true. I promise I'll do a good job here. I'll work really hard, and I'll make you all very proud of me.
Oh, I know you will. Oh, I know you will, sweetheart. Oh, good for you. Let's go find Virgil. We'll make a fresh start, okay? Come on.
Can I imagine it? If only I could know the truth. Magazine. That's it. I'll read Virgil, an imaginary story that closely parallels what my father's spirit told me. And if he squirms, then I'll have my proof.
So what do you think so far, Ed?
Well, what?
Good job, silly.
That was great. Not like good hard work.
Well, Ed knows that this is where he's going to have to make a stand. You know, I'm just so glad that he's got a girl like you to keep him on the straight and narrow.
Here's an interesting article. It's about a woman in France who killed her husband by poisoning him.
What's so interesting about it?
June, did you get that spot up I was telling you about?
Yeah, I did. So why'd she kill him?
It says here she did for the insurance money.
What was it? Paint or ink?
It was zinc.
Oh.
How'd she expect to get away with it? I mean, surely she knows they can tell when someone's been poisoned.
What'd you use to get it up with?
I don't know.
You don't know?
It was a vandalism remover stuff, okay?
Oh, yeah.
This was a special kind of poison. She put a little bit of it each day in his coffee.
Markov.
What?
Markov. That's the name of the stuff that June used to get the spot off the floor. It's called Markov. We use it a lot around here on account of kids are always spilling paint or ink on the floor. I mean, you should have some in your closet. It's really good stuff.
Anyway, this poison works little by little on the heart. And after a while, the heart just gives out. And everybody thinks the guy just had a regular old heart attack. And they can't prove anything because when they open him up, this poison leaves no trace.
There's no such thing as that.
That woman should be stoned. You know, if they ever bring back capital punishment, that is what they should do. They should just stone them. Doesn't cost very much. Stones are free. You can pick them up alongside the road.
What are we all talking about this kind of stuff for anyway?
I don't believe in capital punishment. I think spending a life in prison is punishment enough. It's worse than death. Right, honey?
If they couldn't find any poison in his body, then how do they know she even did anything?
I don't know, Virgil. Maybe your conscience was bothering her so much you just had to confess.
Let me see that.
I'm not done reading it yet.
Just let me see it for a second.
I'll let you see it when I'm done with it.
Your son's not being very respectful, Emma.
Edward, let Virgil read the magazine. Ed?
Everybody knows that stuff's all made up anyway.
Virgil! What is the matter with you? Do you want to lose your job the first night? Can't you behave like a normal human being? Oh, yeah. Virgil!
What was the problem, Ed? I mean, why couldn't you just let him see the stupid magazine?
You too? Isn't anyone ever on my side?
I'm on your side.
Maybe you're all the same. Maybe you're just like the rest of them. Let's be honest. Do you really expect me to believe that you were faithful to me all the time I was locked up?
But I was, I swear.
That's a lie! You weren't faithful to me. You never loved me. You could wait till I was
That's
locked
not
up
a
so you could
lie.
have any guy you wanted. You were a liar. What am I doing? I'm out of control here. What am I doing? What am I gonna do?
What do you mean, what are you going to do? You saw the way he reacted to your trick. What more proof do you need? I don't know why you didn't believe me in the first place. But now you know the truth, so do what you have to do.
I will. I have to think. I just can't rush into this. I have to have time to think.
Why you never did before.
Leave me alone!
Dwayne? I know you're around here somewhere. I can feel you. Why don't you just go wherever it is dead people go and stay there, huh? Because I'm not scared. I'm not gonna confess. I'm not gonna kill myself. You know why? Because I don't feel one bit guilty. Not one bit guilty. Because you had everything and I had nothing. I mean, you were a top man around here. And I'm every bit as good a custodian as you were, every bit. Maybe even better. But would they promote me? No. You know why? Because you had a wife and you had a kid. That's the only reason. Yeah. Now I have your wife. I have your job. And your kid's taking orders from me. So go back, wherever it is, and leave me alone. Because I have one. What are you doing? How long have you been standing there?
I heard voices. I thought my mother might be in here.
No, that was me. I was practicing. I was practicing the speech I'm going to give at the next union meeting. I think I got it down now. How's everything going so far?
Fine, just fine.
Good, Bill. Keep up the good work, okay?
I'm a coward. I heard with my own ears his confession and still I couldn't strike. Maybe I should just end it all now and escape this torment. But would it be better in the next world? After all, my father's out there somewhere right now and he's gotta be very upset with me. But if I kill Virgil, I could go to prison for the rest of my life. So I have a choice. For the first time in my life, I have a choice.
I don't believe it. Has everybody in this place just gone crazy?
What do you mean?
Well, I was standing out there in the hallway just a few minutes ago. I had just come out from the girls' locker room, and then June comes running past me, and she is crying her eyes out. And I called out to her, and she didn't even notice me. And then she runs right past Virgil, who was coming the other way, except he didn't notice her either because he's talking to himself and staring up at the ceiling. I can't believe my own eyes. Maybe the whole world has gone mad. Oh, maybe it's time for Armageddon, do you think? Maybe my church activities calendar is wrong.
It's a little late in the game for you to be asking questions, isn't it, Mother?
What game?
People, people, people. Another day's work coming to a close.
Nah.
I want to tell you that I don't think there's anything in the world that gives you the feeling of satisfaction as knowing you've done a good day's work.
Yes.
And Ed, you have done a fantastic job. I mean, for a beginner, you have surpassed all expectations. Believe you me, you'll be mentioned at the next union meeting.
I didn't do any work, Virgil.
Don't be modest.
I didn't mop one floor, I didn't do anything.
Oh,
Wait, let's talk about it.
I don't know.
You see, I've had a lot on my mind, Virgil. I know all about it. I know what you did.
I think he's very tired.
Yes.
He's babbling incoherently.
I know.
I think you are this too.
I don't know. Come
You
on,
killed
Ed.
my father! And you're gonna be behind bars the rest of your miserable life.
Ed, well, don't say stuff like that.
I wouldn't go around repeating stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it were true, it's not. But even if it were true, who's going to take the word of an ex-convict over a responsible citizen like me?
It's true.
Not at first, maybe. But if I keep at it long enough, maybe someone will believe me. Maybe one of those scientists who know all about rare exotic poisons.
Oh, Ed, come on, honey.
I think you may be right about that.
Oh my God, it's true.
I'm sorry, Emma, but killing Dwayne was just one of those strategic career moves. Just like what I gotta do now is kind of a strategic career move. Ed, you like to read so much. How about this for a headline? Ex-convict goes berserk, kills mother, girlfriend, and then himself. And it all happened while I was out getting donuts, as is my usual custom, right, Emma?
Yes, he does get us donuts quite often, assorted.
Yeah, you see? Close your eyes, don't look at me.
Oh!
No, I don't do it!
Call the police, Mother.
All right, dear. Oh, and I was gonna have his baby. Oh.
I'm sorry about what I said to you, June.
It's all right, Ed. I know you didn't mean it. Listen, it's morning. The birds are singing. Soon the sun will rise over the trees and chase away all the last traces of darkness. The warm breath of the east wind will smile at us and whisper gently, everything is okay. As long as we follow our hearts. As long as we keep looking straight ahead. As long as we have each other.